Hello, beautiful YouTubers. Today I am going to be talking about codependency. It's something that keeps coming up and it's a huge problem, especially for my clients who are mid-20s, maybe even in their teens still. It's something that keeps coming up, is this lack of sense of self is what I think of it, or how I think of it. So first of all, what is codependency? For those of you who do know already, go ahead and skip to the parts where we talk about how to stop it, how to move on. But for those of you who want to know what is that, what does it look like? Codependency is basically, like I said, though, it lacks sense of self. And for a lot of people, this also means that they lack a sense of security and being alone. So sometimes people have a very hard time with abandonment issues, feeling like their partner is going to abandon them. So they constantly seek reassurance from their partner that they're going to stick around. This also plays a role in people who are unable to take initiative on things without getting the approval of others first. They're very dependent on what other people think or their opinions, what they should do. There's no motivation to figure that out on their own. With codependency, there's a huge fear that they're going to be alone, they can't do things on their own, or that they need someone there to kind of assist them with a lot of things going on personally in their lives. So let's talk about how that happens. How does that come to be? There are a lot of factors that can play a role in how we develop our relationship with others, but a lot of them do stem from how we grew up, parenting. So if your parent was very overprotective or very underprotective, let you do whatever, then sometimes we seek that security in others and other relationships in our lives to either protect us from our overprotective parent or to give us protection that our underprotective parent did not give us. You see that security word coming up again? Some people are biologically more likely to be dependent on others. So if you grew up and were very ill or had a lot of sickness as a child, then that may carry on into your adulthood, because it's just how your body and how your brain learn to adapt to things that were out of your control. For instance, I see a lot of people dealing with addiction or substance abuse issues whenever there's an issue with their relationships, because there's that tendency to have an obsession or a compulsion to rely on others or substances to make you feel better. So the coping mechanism is kind of distorted in a way. And then finally, what I see is that there's a pattern of disorganized or disruptive relationships. And this can go across any type of relationship someone has. It doesn't have to be necessarily romantic. It could be friends, it could be at work. So for instance, if someone was in a really abusive relationship where it was this push and pull type of energy, that can also result in someone developing this kind of codependent nature. They finally found someone who's positive and better and not abusive. There's a fear that they'll someday leave them, or again, that abandonment issue comes in. And so we try to hold on tighter, and you notice a lot of control issues affecting that relationship. And so there's a very codependent nature to that as well. All right, let's move on to the fun part. How do we help? How do we stop it? How do we get out of this codependency pattern? Well, the first step is very obvious. It's building a sense of self. What does that mean? It means creating an identity where you feel safe, secure, where you are not reliant on another person to get through the day. That can show up in creating new hobbies for yourself, putting yourself out there, creating a larger social network. If you want to know how to create a larger social network, just check out this video here for more answers on that. But all of these things are doing the exact same thing, which is making you aware that you are so capable of doing a lot of things on your own. And once we can confirm that, it tells our brain that, okay, maybe I can be more independent. And so we build up our confidence in ourselves through building hobbies, creating new friends, creating a larger social network, figuring out what it is that you really enjoy in life that you can do on any day. It doesn't matter. Something that you truly enjoy. One thing that I hear a lot from someone who is in a codependent relationship is that their whole life, their whole goals, all of their goals are built on what their partner wants. Well, what do you want? What life did you envision for yourself before you met this person? What happened to your goals and your dreams? Are you living the life that you feel aligned with? The second step is to set boundaries in the relationship. And this doesn't even necessarily have to be setting boundaries on your partner, but setting boundaries with yourself. How many times in a day are you going to seek reassurance from your partner? Limiting that to maybe 10 times a day, to 3 times a day, and so on and so on. And really putting yourself in check with that fear of abandonment. Do you have evidence for that thought, that scary thought, or he's gonna leave me, or she's gonna leave me, they're going to find someone else and fall out of love with me? What evidence do you have to prove that that is true? I feel that sometimes we create these puzzle pieces that don't quite fit and we try to make them fit. So test out your theories and see if they really make sense in reality, and in the terms of reality, what's actually going on, present tense, right? And then finally, you want to create a sense of security. And for a lot of people, that is found spiritually. It can be found, again, looking within yourself. What is it going to take to make you feel secure and safe in your relationship? And how are you going to communicate that to your partner? Is it setting stricter boundaries on your relationship and better communication? For example, if your partner is out till 3 a.m. or 2 a.m. with friends, are they checking in with you? What is something that you both can agree on to make you both feel safe, but also not like you're being accused of something, right? A lot of times I hear from partners of someone who's a little bit more codependent, they feel that they're constantly getting accused of doing something, or they feel like they're policed or mothered or fathered. And that's kind of where we want to step away from. To create a sense of security, it's going to take a lot of communication and trust between you and your partner, your friend, your mother, your father, whoever it is that you feel you have that codependent relationship with. I really hope this video helped to define what codependency is and how to step out of that pattern. And also, if you found this video interesting and you want to work with me, go ahead and check out the links down below in the description. All right, you guys, see you next time. Bye.